Good morning, DeSoto. I'm TJCates. I'm in the studio with a lot of really great people from Apex Mortgage. I'm with
Jill Santibanez, and look who we have.
Kevin Carter.
Benjamin Mercado.
Bo Striplin.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
We got the team together, man. All three of y'all. I
Very
can't believe it.
exciting.
We're going to talk about some really good topics today. FHA, VA. We may or may not touch on conventional mortgages. As you know, rates are changing. Loans are out there and they're available right now. So now's a great time to be looking to refi. Now's a great time to be looking to purchase. So we're going to let the experts talk about it. What's the number one call that you're getting right now, Bo?
Man, a little bit, the purchase market's starting to pick back up, but it's just red hot across the board. Right now, with the decrease in interest rates and, the refi market's really starting to come back to fruition. We're doing a lot of government refis, which are the EARLs, the streamlines. Those are the ones where all you need is a mortgage statement and a utility bill. It's a benefit to borrower. Your borrower, it has to benefit your borrower by certain guidelines. Your interest rate has to drop half a point. Basically, those guidelines are in place to keep people from doing what's called loan churning, where you just refinance somebody to make money. So everything, a lot of great features since 2008, where it really protects the consumer and makes our industry more transparent, and it's just a better level playing field for our buyers.
So streamline means you kind of keep the same
Yeah.
situation that you're in, but you're dropping your rate.
Yeah, let's say you closed a year ago,
Okay.
and you have a 7.75 interest rate. You can do a streamline after you make your sixth payment on the first of the calendar month. After that, you can do what's called a streamline. You get whatever the prevailing market rate is. Now, I'm not quoting exact rates. These are hypotheticals. So if you got to say John Doe's got a 7.75, well, he could do a streamline, skip 2 payments, and drop down to a 5.5, 5.375. That's significant. That's probably about $200 or $300 a month less in your payment. And again, you get to skip 2 payments. Whatever money you have in your escrow account, you get that refunded back to you. So this thing's probably like $6,000 or $7,000 cash in hand if you do one of those.
Wow, that's amazing.
So you're helping customers.
Where's the best way to reach out to you
great.
guys? Because I know we already grabbed their attention.
901-870-5727. We have a website, www.myapexmg.com.
And you're local. You're in Olive Branch. You're in DeSoto County, but you're also licensed in Mississippi and Tennessee. So you can also help all of the residents in Tennessee, from Memphis to Nashville and everywhere in between.
We're currently working on Florida, possibly.
Wow.
Cali. So yeah, the market, we're definitely in a better place.
Did
Right.
you know that you're nominated for DeSoto's Best Mortgage Company? Did y'all know? We just found out last week.
Well, I
That's
did not
exciting.
know that, but it's a great
is.
a great honor to even be nominated for.
And
In
we
the
have-
right place, man.
Kevin, now let's talk about when your phone rings. Who are you usually getting calls from at this point?
So, for me, it's certainly a nice mix, as Bo said. We're getting some good VA, some good FHA.
And VA are the veteran loans.
The veteran loans, right? And we're even, as we've talked about, we're working on some first responder type
Those
of
are
loans,
great.
which we're really excited about. That's a program that Apex is actually putting together for the first responders in the area to help them out with some of their possibly appraisal and some closing costs.
Isn't that great? Yeah, first responders, so EMTs. It also goes for teachers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And firemen, police,
Well, just
EMT,
like
stuff
it.
like that. So what you can do is you can get this down payment assistance, which is available, so you don't make a down payment. And obviously it's easier to qualify when you have a government check. So it's just a great deal. And you said that they're waiving appraisals in some
Yeah,
cases.
we're paying it.
We're paying.
you're
it.
paying
Yeah,
it.
Apex
Look at you, man.
Apex will be picking
That's
that up to
nice.
help out,
That's
right?
wonderful.
I think
Very
we touch on what you were just talking about, the grant. There's a lot of companies that offer down payment assistance. A lot of them have restrictions where you have to keep the loan for 10 years. You have to pay it back. Ours is a true grant. It's a 3.5%, basically free money. You're getting a grant for, whatever 3.5% is. You don't have to pay it back. There's no deed restriction. You can refinance it after, again, 6 months. So, the different down payment
There's so
programs.
many, you could just open that whole
Well, yeah, a lot of
cornucopia
down
loans,
payment
but-
programs too have like income limits. You have to live in a certain area. There's
USDA.
no limits on ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, the USDA ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are both
wonderful.
controlled on that. So, man, this is exciting. The good thing about what you guys do, all three of y'all, even Benjamin, is that y'all do a lot of research and you know the loans that are out there. So when somebody calls in to get pre-qualified, you're all nice people. You actually get the information. You learn about their situation. Everybody's is different.
Yeah, I think that's
Makes
key
a
for
difference.
Apex, right? Like, so what, our slogan is, you talk, we listen. And I think that's very important to really understand, because when you deal with the larger mortgage companies or lenders, you're getting an 800 number, you're
Right.
getting, somebody, and you might even get different people each time you call
Every
in, right?
single
You
time.
don't know that you're going to
They
be.
might not be local.
They're more than likely not going to be local. But when you call Apex, of course, you'll get one of us, and then you'll stay with us. We'll walk you through the process, but we'll also, to your point, be able to assess, the borrower and see what their situation is, and then find them the right product. That's the difference between us as brokers and, say, a lender or
Right.
a bank. They've got one or two, pretty much products, and they kind of either you fit that mold or you don't. With us, we can find a spot for you pretty much anywhere.
And you're familiar with the neighborhoods going in, you're familiar with
Correct.
the community and where they might want to work in relation to where they might want to live in relation to where they work. So besides the VA loan and the first responder loan with the teachers, what else is going on? You have FHA and you have conventional. And let's talk about the differences between those, because who qualifies for that and what kind of score do you have to have?
I tell people all the time. I mean, our area, North Mississippi, Memphis, we're a blue collar community. So,
Okay.
the difference between conventional and FHA, FHA is a working man's loan. Hypothetically, it requires a smaller down payment. Your income ratios are more flexible. Again, the payment, in my opinion, is way cheaper. Conventional is more for people that are in a position to put down, say, 20%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have, and your credit score to really get a good deal on conventional, you got to have a much higher credit score than FHA.
Like what? Like
Typically on conventional, you need at least a 680 or 700
Oh,
score
okay.
to get you can do it with down to a 640, but
That's still doable for
You know, there's
people.
people right now that went through the purchasers and the increased appraisals and everything. I know appraisals are starting to come down just a little bit, but maybe that's a good opportunity for
that
people to
was
utilize their equity for a second home purchase.
conventional loans are more, in my opinion. Let's say somebody did an FHA loan, like in this past market when values were steadily going up. You could take somebody on an FHA loan, then you could do a conventional, as long as it was 80% of the appraised value, and you eliminate mortgage insurance.
Yeah.
So even if your rate's a little bit higher on conventional, if you're eliminating the
Hate to
mortgage-
get into the tax thing, but did I understand recently that the mortgage insurance is now tax deductible
100%.
from your? Wow,
Before
that's
you
amazing.
couldn't write that off.
Well, that's huge.
That's a
really
big
big.
deal.
Yeah.
Plus your
Big deal.
interest on your home versus renting. If you're renting a house and you kind of want to get out of the situation, now's a good time to go ahead
I'm no
and
CPA.
get pre-qualified
Yeah.
and get out there and maybe get out of that rental home and get into something.
Well,
that
exactly. I
rates
mean,
you
you're-
might can pay less per month.
You're building
Right.
equity for your family, right, or your personal situation by having a home. It's obviously better than renting. But I think also, to Bo's point, to be able to look at the different type, especially if you're already in one, whether you pull cash out or not. I know we do deals all the time where we'll do refinances and we'll pull some cash out and pay off a lot of their debt. And by the time we figure everything in, they're saving $1,000 a
That's
month, right? It's a
amazing.
huge
It is
deal, and their
great.
credit goes up because we're paying everything off. So it's a
Definitely a
win-win.
good time to get pre-qualified. So let's tell them again, go around the table, tell them the best way you want them to reach out with you just to see if you can get pre-qualified and maybe move out into a new home.
Our phones are voice over IP, so I mean, I always give out my cell phone because I ain't the bank. If you call me at Friday at 8 or 9 o'clock at night,
And text is a good thing too.
So 901-870-5727. Again, we have a website, www.myapexmg.com. Basic
And-
abbreviation for mortgage.
And Kevin,
Yeah,
how can we get a hold of you?
that's similar for that. For right now, we're certainly Kevin at myapexmg.com is a great way, and then he just said the Apex address. I have a cell phone number that we can use as well. It's 310-904-9008. So that's 310-904-9008. And Ben, what do you got?
I got 901-361-6137, and you can reach me through email by ben@myapexmortgage.com.
Tell them in
MyApexMG,
Spanish,
but yeah.
Dan, how they
No.
can reach you.
In
For your
Spanish.
Spanish customers, let them know.
Todos los que hablan español me pueden contactar en mi teléfono 901-361-6137. Mi correo electrónico es benjamin@myapexmortgage.com.
And Ben is your new loan
It
officer.
sounds prettier when he says
It
it.
does sound good when he says it, yeah.
You're your new loan officer at Apex Mortgage Group, and you can help their Hispanic clients. And where are you licensed?
I'm licensed in Tennessee. only.
Okay.
So
I'm a
for-
realtor in Tennessee, so
Yep.
that makes it really easy
Perfect.
for me too.
Yes.
So we should be doing some of these together.
And of course, you can
I'm
help all the
working with
clients in Mississippi
the
as well.
first responders right now in Memphis through Turnkey Realty, and we're working out the loans and everything that
Yeah.
you do. So
Yes.
it's really good to be working
Terry
with you
and
guys.
Holly at Turnkey. Hello.
Yeah.
Well, I think Ben's already made some contacts with some realtors in the area that deal a lot with the Spanish or Hispanic community, right?
Wonderful.
So yeah, he's already being looked at by some of the other people that we've had introductions to as a real asset, right? Because can come in, not only speak Spanish but also translate and speaks English,
course.
right? That's huge to be able to do both those things. So he's a welcome member.
Let's touch on that one more time, and it should probably be a totally separate segment. But if somebody does and they make cash, as long as they put it in the bank, like Bank of America, you can use their bank statements for a couple loans that are out there.
I mean, those programs are available. I mean, they're out there. They're good if that's your only option.
If they're
but-
self-employed.
Yeah,
Thanks so
but-
much for coming in and sharing everything. Y'all be sure and follow their pages. We got their links in the body text right now. This is TJCates with Good Morning DeSoto.
Jill Santibanez.
Kevin Carter.
Benjamin Mercado.
Bo Striplin.